middle of this forest, there is a man who lives in an airplane. And not just any plane, it's a Boeing 727. Welcome back to another Axe Family video. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a smile on your face because today is a beautiful, beautiful day. Now yesterday I told you guys we're going to a guy's house that is very different than probably anything you've ever seen. And this guy lives in an airplane in the middle of a forest. There are trees all around us. There's some roads that are pretty close and there's some houses that are a little bit farther away, but he's kind of tucked in here in this airplane. And we're gonna go meet him.
Hello.
You're Bruce, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Cody.
Cody.
Good to meet you.
Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Are you okay with just my socks?
Yeah. Whatever you're comfortable with is perfectly fine with me.
It's so cool that the floor is see-through.
Yeah, it was a serendipitous event. I had this material before the aircraft was a gleam in my eye. And do you want slippers?
Sure.
Difference. I need to grab a screwdriver. So right here. The idea was to try to. I deferred purchasing a home until late in life because I didn't want the chains of a mortgage. I just wanted to be a financial free bird the best I could. I had stopped thinking in provincial terms. I was more exploratory minded, and I'm an engineer. So I thought, well, I don't have to buy a provincial home. You know, it doesn't have to be normal construction. I can consider other things. So I did, and became increasingly aggressive the more I thought about it, and ultimately I became basically a materials technology and fabrication technology shopper with an open mind. Typically, you shop for the highest performance you can get for your buck, for the needs you perceive, and I perceived longevity and strength and earthquake immunity and then a certain cool factor and and anything else which appealed to me. And I could not see any better choice than aerospace technology. Basically, it offered in a size you can actually live in. Aerospace technology offered the best performance overall, and maybe the best performance in any category individually, which can be acquired. And they're available. About 3 jetliners retire from service every day, and normally they're flown to a death camp and executed. And then we as a species walk out into a place like that or that, and we gather a bunch of sticks, and then we find some metal spikes, and we pound the sticks together with the metal spikes. Right after executing our finest aerospace technology, we fabricate these sticks and metal spike structure and then move in and say, okay, home sweet home. And it lasts maybe a generation if you're lucky, and then you have to build a new one. So every generation faces a new mortgage, and at the rate of about 3 per day, we execute structures which last practically forever and cannot be harmed by any earthquake this planet can dish out, nor any winds, because their normal environment is pounding, which is higher than earthquake loads, and their normal wind environment is far higher than any hurricane or typhoon which ever exists, or tornado. And they're made of materials which, if it's not a highly corrosive environment, will last essentially forever. The stresses of normal service are essentially gone, and the structure is so bloody strong and designed and fabricated in such a way that it's highly reliable. I contacted a salvage company because at that time I thought that was the only way you could acquire a jetliner. I didn't study well. I should have. It was a huge mistake. I'll never do it again. Basically, I was a home shopper And I called a home wrecking company and basically said, would you please destroy a home, just obliterate it, and I'll give you my good hard-earned money for the pile of garbage which is left. And they said, okay, sure, we'll take your good hard-earned money for that. And that's what happened.
Huh.
And then I later learned that the airlines have used car departments, except they're used aircraft departments, just like any used car lot. And,
Right.
and if you've got a buck more than the next guy who's bidding, then it's yours. Aircraft are basically flying homes. Everything people need to live is inside except a shower, and so I have my primitive shower and clothes washer. And so if you install those, which is pretty easy because the aircraft itself is designed for easy access to everything. There are quarter turn fasteners. Well, there's one. So one quarter turn and that's off. One side of each of these two panels is disconnected, and then the other side, and then the panel just comes off. And these have to come off because, as you can see, the grommet is very dirty. It has to be cleaned and then reinstalled. It's a fairly easy job, but it's not important right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can get access to everything, so you can install additional electrical service or plumbing service, and things are easy. So for my next project, I called an airline, of course, and said, what have you got on your lot? And they said, well, there's this and this and this and this, and these are coming up, and yada, yada, yada. So in very roughly 2 weeks, I think, I'll put the commitment money for 747-400, which is a far larger aircraft, and it will be fully intact, except that we will remove the engines at the final location because they're worth about $1 million each if they're not fully run out, and usually they aren't. Although we'll try to get fully run out engines. If that's the case, we can retain the engines. We're trying to prepare everything in Japan for the aircraft, and if that can be accomplished by about mid-September, then the aircraft will go from the country of origin straight to its destination.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that project. I'm 68, and if I don't get this, if I don't accomplish this soon, it'll be too late.
Huh.
So I'm eager to do that.
Yeah.
The workload is very high right now.
So if people want to learn more about this or learn more from you, where can they go?
Well, if they are in the area or can come to the area, I'd encourage them to come, just as you have. Come visit. I have to live my life while they visit, so let me do that, please, because time is compressed right now, but it's fine. Everyone's welcome to come in, and especially if they're comfortable with just wandering about while I'm doing things, then it's no skin off my nose. It's perfectly fine.
He was saying, I think when we were coming up, that you have concerts out here on the wings.
Yeah.
What?
There you go.
Okay. Shins.
Oh yeah, not too bad.
Cool. Watch your shins. Cool. This is the door for the artists, and that's their stage.
That farm?
Yeah.
So that's Taylor's
My cousin's
cousin.
farm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we're
they're such sweet people. I was about to say that before the connection was made, I was going to say, yeah, they're such sweet people. And
Yeah. So, do you know Sean?
yeah.
Paul's son. So that's my cousin-in-law.
Oh,
And so his wife is my cousin.
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just the
interesting. Yeah.
connections we're making is.
Yeah, I see the resemblance now too.
How's the air circulation working?
Well, right now there's only air circulation if I open windows and doors, but I'm reluctant to do that because it's a sealed pressure canister. Dust can't get in, much less insects or rodents. So at the moment it gets hot, but there seems to be enough air to sleep one night without becoming oxygen deprived.
Yeah. So your website?
Airplanehome.com or airplanehomv2.com.
Okay.
Or Moshi Nihongo Hanashimasu, Hikoki Ie Matawa Hikoki Ie V2.com.
All right.
Keep taking aside.
For your time.
Yeah, my pleasure.
It's good to meet you.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you. Yeah.
So that's Bruce's airplane. Thank you for watching today and hanging out with us. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that thumbs up button. Leave us a comment on what you think, and we'll see you later. Hats off to you.